Okay, today we are repairing a leaky gas tank on a 2002 Toyota Rav4. This vehicle originally from New York, and then the last 8 years it's been registered in Wisconsin. So that's a lot of rust on this vehicle. It's seen a lot of winters, and it's pretty rusty underneath. And let's take a look. Let's see if we can get it patched up. These are some of the tools I'll be using today. Get yourself some gloves. I'm going to use gloves because we're going to be using a lot of chemicals. We don't want that on our hands. The first phase is this rust dissolver. We got to clean that fuel tank because there's a lot of rust on there, and this will help us get that off so we got a nice clean surface. And I already applied this about a half hour ago, so it should have done its job already, but this product works great. So it'll give us a nice clean surface. And then we're going to use some of this. We got a couple tiny little pinholes in the tank. We're going to try to use this to see if it works. Most of the time this works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it fails. Other times it works for years. So it's a little bit hit and miss, but most of the time it works. So you can have some faith in this stuff. And then, because this tank is so bad, this is the worst tank I've ever seen by far. It's really rusty. I'll show you in just a second. I got some of this. This is my first time trying this. Northern Radiator Exo-Coat. It goes on the outside of the fuel tank. I'm going to apply it. I'm just going to apply some on the underneath wherever I can reach. I don't even want to lift the vehicle up or anything today. This vehicle's not that important. But I'm curious to see how this product does. It's pretty cool. And I'll update after I shoot this video to see how this stuff holds up. So, cool. Let's take a look underneath the vehicle. Okay, this is what the driver's side looks like. It's just awful. Rusted out. You can see why it's leaking. This tank seriously has the strength of aluminum foil. It's that bad. So we're going to do what we can today. And then I'll give you a pic of the other side too. I'll let you see what's going on over there. Okay, this is what the other side looks like. This fuel tank. And it's all wet and it's kind of greasy up there. That's that rust dissolver I put on there. So it's about time for me to clean that off, and hopefully we get a nice clean surface. Okay, so we got this cleaned up as best as we can. This tank is so rusty, if we removed all the rust, there'd be nothing left. So I got it as clean as we can. And I think this is where our leak is coming from. Right where it seals. And there's a tiny pinhole underneath. I think that's going to be an easy patch. This is going to be more difficult. I'm going to try and get some JB Weld inside of there. I'm going to try and push it through so it plugs the hole. It's a long shot. I mean, this tank obviously needs to be replaced, but that's my game plan. I'm going to patch that pinhole over there, and I'm going to try to smash some JB Weld in here. And then I'm going to let that cure, and then I'm going to put that Exo-Coat over it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly following instructions on either product. This is kind of a Hail Mary, but I'm going to try it and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is the JB Weld. You can tell I've already used this a little bit before. There's two different colors. Once you mix this putty up and combine the two colors, that's when the chemicals react, and you got a short amount of time to get this placed, and then it'll start to cure on you. Some people complain it cures too fast. I wish it cured faster, to be honest. So I'm going to mix this up real good, and then we'll apply it to that spot we were looking at. Mixing it up real good. Yeah, you definitely want to use gloves for this. Don't do this with your bare hands. We don't know what kind of chemicals they're using these days. You got time. You don't have to just race to get this all mushed up. All right, that's a pretty good mix. Trying to push it right in there so it seals it. Smash it in there. All right, that looks pretty good there. Okay, so this is how it turned out. I think I might have got the job done there. I smushed it in there really good. And now we're just gonna let this cure. I'm gonna try and get this. And then next up, I'm gonna use that Exo paint and I'll try and get a good portion of the tank. I'll slide this under so you can get a view. Okay, this is the other side. The pinhole I patched, and it doesn't look like it worked. So I'm going to pull that off and I'm going to redo this one. Okay, so this is the update on that other side. I removed what I initially put up there, and it ended up turning into a 5-alarm fire. It was more than just a pinhole running out of there. It was a full stream coming out of that thing. So I got it very tentatively patched up. I'm going to let this sit and cure. I'm going to take what I can get for now. It's patched up pretty good, but it's still must be slowly leaking because it's still wet there. So I'm going to take what I can get, though. I'm going to let this cure. And I might do another quick patch over it once this cures. And then I'm going to hit it with this Exo paint. And this is a Hail Mary. This tank definitely needs to be replaced. So we'll see how this ends up. Okay, a couple hours went by, and I'm getting ready to put on this Exo paint. I had to get the can dinged up pretty good just to get it open, but I'm ready for painting. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm almost done. I got a good coating on the majority of the tank there. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to use this brush to touch up a couple spots I couldn't reach. But I'll tell you one thing is the consistency of this Exo-Coat, Northern Radiator Exo-Coat, it's awesome. It's exactly what you want for this application. It's really tarry and sticky. It's perfect. It's exactly what I was looking for. So so far it looks good, and let's touch it up here. All right, this is a quick look at the other side. Real tarry. I really like this paint, this Exo-Coat, so I'm hoping it works. I had to use both, the JB Weld and this coat. So that's what it looks like. It's supposed to dry in about 2 hours. I'm just gonna let this car sit all day for 24 hours before I do anything with it. All right, so I think that's about everything for today. I'm gonna start it up, or turn this on just so you can see the mileage. $186, 94, 7, 186,000 miles. And then I'll give you an update in a month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. I'll let you know how it all worked out. All right, thanks for watching the vid. Okay.